Today's news. Sumgayit Court refuses to recognize youth activist strike. Police detain 4 more activists. Flood victims demand compensation. Blood donation campaign devoted to 19th anniversary of the Khojaly tragedy underway. Citizen diplomacy, trying to resolve a Karabakh conflict.
The Sumgayit City Court heard the procedural appeal filed by jailed Azerbaijan Popular Front Party youth member Jabbar Savalanlı with regard to the procedural violations at the time of his arrest. The court did not grant the appeal, thus it failed to abide by Article 5 of European Convention on Human Rights, the right for immunity, lawyer Anar Gasimov told IRFS. Members of the Azerbaijan Popular Front Party Youth Committee and journalists were removed from the front of the court building. Police blocked the roads and guarded the Sumgayit court building. The youth were also removed from the area by police and plainclothes persons. Azerbaijan Popular Front Party Youth Committee Chairman Abulfaz Gurbanli, activists Diyanet Babayev, Elturan Rustamli, and Aydin Aliyev were detained. Jabbar Savalanlı was arrested on February 5th in front of his apartment building. He has been charged with possession of narcotics, which implies an imprisonment of up to 3 years. Police claim 0.74 grams of marijuana was found on him. Supporters believe that Savalanlı has been arrested because of his involvement with protests against a police clampdown. The protest happened on January 20th in Martyrs Lane in Baku. Savalanlı has also posted critical articles on Facebook. In recent incidents in Azerbaijan, dissidents have been arrested under trumped-up narcotics charges. Azadlık editor-in-chief Mirza Zakit and journalist Enula Fatuliev have been victims of such charges. Fatuliev is still in prison.
The residents of a number of villages in Satlu and Sabirabad regions who have been hit by floods last spring are not going to retreat by their demands, said Ilham Amiraslanov at a news conference today. Alis Hassanov also was planning to join him, but on February 24th the police beat him so severely that he was unable to visit Baku. He was held in the local police station for 8 hours, and they made him sign a fake document which says that the mass action of the population has been prepared and provoked by foreign intelligence services and those who envy the unprecedented prosperity of the country. The attempts of hundreds of the residents of Novruzlu, Atachi, Gasimbeyli, Askerbeyli, and Deler villages to hold a rally at the junction of these villages was provoked not by special services, but by the folly of senior officials who steal from their people, Amir Aslanov said. In May last year, he was the most active protester against the tyranny of the authorities. In retaliation, his house has not been repaired yet, and he was repeatedly arrested and accused of giving an interview to foreign radio and TV stations. According to coordinator of Kur Civil Society, Agtay Guliev, 3,205 houses, social and household objects, food service enterprises were to be put into operation for the victims of the flood on October 30th, 2010. By the same decree of the Cabinet of Ministers, each family member should have been provided with compensation of 400 AZN, 800 AZN, and 1,000 AZN. However, only about 400 houses have been built, they lack normal conditions for living, and the residents are given only 200 to 300 AZN, regardless of the housing and the extent of the damages. In addition, in violation of the government's instructions, no compensation is given to farmers and other entrepreneurs who received financial benefits from the exploitation of land. Today, the Azeri Turkish Youth Friendship Society kicked off a blood drive for the 19th anniversary of the Khojaly tragedy. The campaign will be held in the Baku Central Blood Bank, said society head Rashkan Gasharlı at a press conference today. The campaign slogan says, "Blood donation in the hospital saves the patients, and on the front line it saves the motherland." The campaign will be simultaneously held in Turkey on the anniversary of the Khojaly tragedy. Parliamentarians and civil society representatives will join the campaign as well. The campaign is aiming at drawing the world's community attention to the Khojaly genocide. In 2009, another similar blood drive campaign was held. Hundreds of young people took part by donating blood. The Ministry of Health had welcomed this action, said Gasharlı. today saw a discussion of the role of citizen diplomacy in the Armenian-Azerbaijan conflict over the Nagorno-Karabakh territory. The roundtable took place at the Park Inn in Baku and was supported by the Eurasian Foundation. Azerbaijani conflict resolution experts took part in the discussion. The head of the Humanitarian Research Society, Avez Hassanov, said that the two parties had conducted talks and joint activities only a few times within the past 5 years. This absence of discussion has been the consequence of government policy, which has restricted this type of contact, in addition to a reduction in international aid. Political consultant Togrul Juvarlı believes that citizen diplomacy will produce peaceful proposals, which often contradict government views or policies. Hassanov doesn't think that citizen diplomacy can bring peace, if peace is not accepted or supported by governments. The participants highlighted the importance of the Internet, a promising tool in citizen diplomacy. They believe that the Internet can provide new opportunities for communication between the warring communities.
Devletlə